Today, we're going to talk about something really fascinating. We're exploring how AI and lighting are teaming up to completely redefine the hotel experience, not just for the guests, but for the business itself. So let's get right into it. We're going to see how this kind of technology is making hotels smarter, sure, but also healthier and way more comfortable for every single person who walks through those doors. Here's what we've got on tap. First, we'll tackle the old way of doing things, the problem with static light. Then we'll connect that to our own biology, which is super interesting. After that, I'll introduce the AI-powered solution. We'll see it in action. And then we'll look at the big payoff, where wellness and efficiency come together. You know, for the longest time, hotel lighting has been kind of stuck in the past. It's been this one-note, inefficient standard that is frankly long overdue for a major upgrade. And that brings us to this idea of static lighting. Think of it like this. It's a one-size-fits-all system where the lights are at the same brightness and the same color all day long. It's a blunt instrument, and it completely ignores the natural rhythm of the day and, even more importantly, our own bodies. And this is where things get really interesting, because light does so much more than just, help us see. It's actually steering our biology. It all comes down to something called our circadian rhythm. This is basically your internal 24-hour body clock. It's what tells you when to feel awake and energized and when it's time to wind down for sleep. And guess what the biggest influence on that clock is? You got it, it's light. Think about it, right? In the morning, you have that cool blue-toned light from the sun. That's a signal to your body saying, hey, time to wake up, be alert. But then what happens at sunset? You get that warm amber light, and that's your body's cue to start relaxing and producing melatonin to get ready for sleep. Static lighting is completely blind to this. So, if static lighting is the problem, what's the solution? Well, this is where technology, and specifically AI, really steps up to the plate. Let's talk about systems like Lutron Athena, which is a perfect example of this smarter approach. So, what does a system like this do? At its core, it's designed to finally bridge that gap between the hotel's environment and our own internal body clocks. It uses AI to create lighting that's dynamic, responsive, basically lighting that's intelligent. And you have to understand, we're not just talking about smarter light bulbs here. The AI is more like a conductor for a whole orchestra of systems. You've got LED fixtures that can change color and brightness, motorized shades that manage natural light, and even sensors that know if a room is empty or not. All right, so that's the theory. But what does this actually feel like for a guest? Let's walk through a typical day in a space that's run by a system like this. The real magic is in something called daylight synchronization. So in the morning, instead of a harsh light just flipping on, the system gradually brightens the room with this crisp, cool white light. It's like a gentle, natural sunrise, helping guests feel energized. Then, at midday, when the sun is at its brightest, the shades might automatically lower just a bit to cut the glare, without you even noticing. And as evening comes, the system smoothly shifts to a warm amber glow, creating this relaxing atmosphere that helps everyone unwind naturally. And on top of all that, the system is constantly thinking about efficiency in the background. Those occupancy sensors mean that an empty ballroom or meeting space is never left with the lights blazing at full power. It saves a massive amount of energy and nobody has to lift a finger. So when you bring all these pieces together, you get to the real game changer here. This incredible sweet spot where guest wellness and operational efficiency finally meet. It really is the ultimate win-win. On one side, you have the guest. They feel more energized during the day, they sleep better at night, and that has a huge impact on satisfaction and loyalty. Then, on the other side, you have the hotel's operations. We're talking significant cuts in energy costs and a smart amenity that literally pays for itself over time. Okay, that all sounds great, but let's get down to brass tacks. We're talking about efficiency, so how much energy are we really saving here? The answer is pretty impressive. We're talking about an immediate 20% reduction in lighting costs, and that's just for starters. So you're probably wondering, how is that even possible? It's through a really clever AI technique called high-end trimming. Basically, the system intelligently runs the lights at 80% of their max output instead of 100%. And the incredible part is, the human eye can't even perceive that difference. So you get a 20% energy saving instantly, with zero negative impact on the guest experience. It's pure, smart efficiency. I think this quote just nails it. By weaving together guest wellness with this really sophisticated energy logic,
lighting is no longer just a utility, just another bill to pay. It becomes a smart amenity, a feature that actively makes the hotel better for everyone. And this is truly where the industry is heading. This fusion of technology and wellness is only going to accelerate. So it leaves us with a really important question to think about, especially for you as the future leaders in hospitality. What's next? What will the luxury guest not just want, but come to expect?